Howdy, folks! Oh, so wish of selling ware on breezy, buoyanty boat on well, meh, personally more of a land-based nopon. Not much inclined to build such leviness. What is this conversation? Nautical navigation. What relevancy does that have? Welcome back, folks, to another episode of our Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Let's Play Adventure. At the end of the last episode, in the middle of a quest... Hold on, this is a thunderstorm. At the middle of a quest, we were given another quest, which is very funny to think about, and that's what we're going to be doing here today. But first things first, we have been waiting on a thunderstorm, and oh, please keep thunderstorming when we fast travel. I don't know why when you go to Pitapata and you know, ask for rain, it keeps raining when you get to wherever you're going. But then if you fast travel, look at this. Did he do this? Did he just... Because that thing's not normally dead there. I'm assuming he did it. Come on, let's start the charade. Or no, it's starting to get bright again. Get him into combat. Get him into combat and keep him in combat, please. It would be absolutely cruel if now that we are truly engaged in combat, the sun came out and he just stopped attacking us. Please let us defeat this guy. I am begging you, game. Oh, right, yeah. Last time we were in the middle of a mission, and then at the end of the mission, but actually before the mission even actually ended, it gave us another quest. It just immediately threw up another one. And then that mission ended. And that's where we're picking up today. I fast traveled to the location. You saw me at the camp. And then there was a bit of conversation about nautical nightmares or whatever. And now here we are because there was a thunderstorm. But the sun is out now. But I don't think he's going to despawn. But also I reckon if I stop fighting him for a second, he would. So we've got to keep up this combat encounter. Oh my gosh. We're going to go ahead into a chain attack, and we'll see how much damage we can do. I forgot that we have an absurd party right now. Oh, we'll just have to do the best we can. I don't think we've done a tremendous amount of damage. We've got a pretty decent damage multiplier, mind you. But it wasn't really the best setup from the start, and I definitely feel like I need to make some changes to individual party members. Like, oh my gosh! It was actually a lot better than I anticipated it being. And we did almost defeat it. Gosh darn it, I wish I'd waited a second longer, or made a couple of just very slightly different decisions. And Nell, thank you. You'll never see this, but thank you. I wish I'd kept track of every time I just said thank you, Anel, in every, like, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Every time I was just like, hey, thank you for explaining the game to me. I appreciate it. Hey! Oh, wait, what are we fighting now? What's happening? No, this should be done. This should be finished. Why are we fighting this guy? We're even in this guy. What? Dino Torrent? Well, we defeated it too, I guess.
Nothing a bit of teamwork couldn't handle.
No, I'm with you on that one. You got the right idea. Okay, now let's go actually do the quest, I guess. Meanwhile, back on Corn Island, it looks like what we're doing has something to do with this boat that's come ashore here. It looks like it doesn't want to be here. So I'm assuming something bad has happened to result in it being here. It looks like it crashed. Over there! Oh yeah, he's dead. Aw. Sorry, you guys. Looks like things went sparks up. It's Dana. Dana! Why are you lying down? Damn it! Who did this? God, how did this happen? I agree, normally don't they turn into little motes of light? Well, I guess she's from the city. Does that make a difference? I actually don't know. Over there! Agni and Levinuses! Yeah, no mistaking it. But, like, what colonies are left to oppose us at this point? Hey, check it out! Looks like Ouroboros caught wind of us. It's these jackalopes, these absolute knucklehoxes. It was you! You took Levinuses to raid the shipment. Raid? I resent that wording. We just did what we had to do to get our food back. Or what? You really thought we'd hand it over to our mortal enemies? You're dumber than the bale of a tent cloth. They're not your enemy. Shut your lying mouth, mutter! You're as bad as the lot of them. A pervasion of the natural order. Perversion, even. You're not leaving me any choice here. We'll just have to get rid of you as well. Guess we're doing this then. The most resigned, prepare to die, that our boy has ever sounded. Like, I'm perfectly happy to beat these guys up. I don't care. If they're unreasonable, let's just push them into the sea and be done with it. Noah, what are you doing that's got your health so low? Thank you. Yeah, get inside the regeneration circle, Noah, you lunatic. Now is not a good time for you to be dying, all things considered. I was going to use a chain attack, but it would take longer than it would to just keep whacking him. You know what I mean? We'll just get through this. We're not going to get much for it at that point. You know, we're so over-leveled. Why even bother? Gah, we were no match for them, even with aloofness. Everyone, are you all right? Seeker. Oh, Snuff. Seeker, timely entrance, you rat. Yeah, we're fine, but we were too late to help Donna, or Dana, and the others. What did you do? How could you? You're seriously gonna give me that? You, with the internal affairs background? We don't have 2 potatoes to rub together ourselves, but here's you handing over food to prisoners. You were perfectly content making the prisoners make our food and necessities right up till now. And what do we care about anyone outside of Agnes? Let them all starve. I say... What, you want to argue? Ugh. Some things are bigger than you or me. Things we can't achieve alone. We'll never have understanding without humility. What are you yakking on about? Without cooperation, there can be no escape from suffering. Not for any of us. Open your eyes, don't you get it? Keeping the city's residents prisoner was the first fundamental wrong. Swallowing the consul's words whole was another. Accepting the fake queen, another one still. If you can't comprehend, well, as may be. However, plotting against those who've turned over a new leaf will not be tolerated. Tolerated? Listen to yourself. You took up arms to protect the castle. Oh, spare me. You attacked and killed an innocent bystander. If you don't know how to be ashamed, you will have to be taught. Take them away. What? Seeker, you worthless mutter! What gives you the right? Oh, face me! What a wretched turn of events. I should have foreseen this. You didn't cause this. Not only will we fail to deliver on promised shipments, now the passengers are dead too. I should be ashamed of myself. Now ain't the time for the blame game. We gotta do what we gotta do. You're right. I'll retrieve the goods and head back. Thank you very much for your cooperation, everyone. That's quite alright. Damn you, dying in a place like this. Hey, Gondor, are you okay? Dana was a bit of a free spirit, but she never once failed to do whatever she took on. If she'd just gone back with Corey and the others, she would have been fine. The least we can do is take care of her effects. Let's go back. Okay, and that quest is completed. That was missing in action. I'm assuming that as soon as we hit A, we're going to get queued up another one. Let's find out.
I hope everyone's getting along.
No, but I'm assuming we do want to go back because... Oh, look, it's right up there. How about that? Once we get up there, I'm assuming there's going to be another quest waiting for us, either in the Ascension Grounds or back in the city. It is so weird to me that the Ascension Grounds, despite being so small, have their own entry in the map. You know what I mean? Like, that's a little bit odd. What are we looking for up here? Well, he's not here, so we're not looking for him. Maybe we are supposed to go back to the city. And maybe we're supposed to get this place to rank 5? I mean, we could probably do that real quick. I would imagine there's plenty of first-time rewards for... Well, that's Keves Castle. We're looking for Agnes... It wouldn't be Agnes Castle, though, is it? It's called something else. It's the Ascension Grounds. But I'm not seeing the Ascension Grounds. Oh, I'm not seeing Agnes Castle either. I'm not seeing a whole lot of any... Oh, there we go, Agnes Castle. Oh, wow. A 30 whopping affinity. 20, 20, 20, 20. Okay, then. We'll do this maybe 5 times. And then we'll head out. We'll see how close that's gotten us to a 5-star ranking. That has made basically no difference. I'm not going to keep throwing stuff away for that. You know what we can do is we can just open up the map and have a look at the city and just see if there's anything here. See, the situation now is that there's so few quests left. So we've had to look up the starting points for a few, but up until now we were getting by just sort of stumbling upon them for the most part. Now might get tricky though, and I might have to start looking up how to start some of these. Like the White Fog one. Oh cool, if Gondor is in the party during this quest, the ending of the quest plays out differently. This is for Missing in Action, the one we just did. The one that I just added Gondor to because that's who we can find poking around the Ascension Grounds. I didn't know that going in, but I'm glad we had her because we did have that sort of moment. According to this is the end of the Seeker Quest arc, Missing in Action. So there's no further to go. But then also according to what I just read, upon completing these, if we go back to here, there is a potential for something to be waiting for us, which is interesting, to say the least. See, apparently, if you do all of Seeker's Quest, you remember that? Yeah, looky there. What's the Inspector doing out in a place like this late at night? Rumblings at the Fort 2 of 2. Why is that tied into Seeker's questline? Why does Seeker's questline end on such a sour and sad note? I don't know. But I guess...
Hey, let's eat something here.
Shut up! I'm trying to talk. Every time they talk and interrupt me, it irritates me. I guess this is what we're doing now, though. At this point, a quest is a quest, right? And who knows? Maybe after this, we'll figure out... I mean, these two are not quests. That's the thing. I mean, this is Ionios' strongest, but this isn't a quest, the Peaceful Life. Whatever that is. It's just White Fog and Arithia Sea, and the Rumblings at the Fort are the only 2 quests we have queued up in here. But let's do Rumblings at the Fort. That Gustav chappie, he's guilty as they come, whatever way you slice it. Yeah, he was... So they're talking about previously, remember we investigated that guy behind the castle, there were some ether cylinders going missing. That's what we're going on about here. He was still feigning innocence, but those dubious ether cylinders speak volumes. Furthermore, if we take into account the new information we acquired from the fort, I don't think we're wrong. Speaking of juicy details, what about the guy who saw the castle inspector on the path under the fort in the dead of night? Wait, what? This thing keeps getting shadier and shadier. There can't be much underground besides the storehouse, right? Something certainly smells distinctly piscine. Piscine? Piscine. We're looking it up.
Piscine.
Sorry, Google, let me turn you up. Can you say that again?
Piscine.
Piscine. Of or concerning fish. Why not just say it smells fishy? Why say it distinctly piscine? Someone on the localization team was having a great time with that one. Well, those are about all the clues we have. Piscine. We're not going to remember that. Golly, I would love to try. I would love to just commit that to memory. Shall we go and snoop around in the basement storehouse? Sure, the true inspector. Let's go. I'm on board with this nonsense. All right, Fort Ouroboros. Head to the specified location. Now, some of you, if you've been watching this series since the beginning... By the way, we've picked up someone new who is watching through the series and leaving comments, which, as always, I do appreciate. If you have been watching the series up until now, it's a little bit late, but maybe leave some comments on the final episodes. I like reading through them. K-Fed, If you make it this far, thank you for your comments, and thank you for watching the series, and leaving me really interesting tips about how damage multipliers when you fall off of things work. Well, this is clearly not where we're supposed to be. I think we gotta go... I mean, I know how to get in there going the long way around, and what we've been trying to figure out this whole time is how to get up there to that top bit so we could see what was inside of that container. And we about nearly drove ourselves crazy at one point trying to figure this out. Because finding the way down there was relatively easy. Like, this just stands out, right? Like, you find this. Hop on down, Senna. No need to be nervous. Oh, shoot, I did just almost run off the world there. I did not realize you would take such a wide turn. It's okay, though. Death has no meaning in this game. You just respawn somewhere. It's fine. Even if you didn't, you would actually, even in the world of the game, respawn somewhere inside of a cylinder. And you might not have all your memories, but that's okay. Yeah, so getting up there is what we've been trying to figure out. And also getting this door open, I guess? I don't know if we ever worked that out either. This is exciting! 100 episodes later! Not that long. Maybe about 60 episodes later? This is kind of a big deal. This is quite a large warehouse. I wasn't anticipating that. Wait, is this... Hey! Who are you? Yeah, it's this guy. Yes, this guy who smells like...
His sign.
Yeah. Yeah. What do we have here? What are you all doing here? Gustav! Looks like all those missing ether cylinders accumulated themselves here. Very interesting. What? No! You just came blundering in here right as I was just about to investigate this whole affair. Yeah, cut the crap. No point playing a different tune now. What's so funny? Well, if you know this much, there's only one thing for it. Listen. You filthy... We are literally level 99. We'll defeat you for Keves! Wipe you out! It would be great if we had Melia with us! I wonder if she would have something to say about all this. Should we leave? Can we leave? Can we leave the combat encounter and come back later? Actually? Like, will it let me? Put the sword away. Put the sword away. Let's leave. Let's come over here. We're gonna leave this encounter. We're just gonna run outside. Now that we know that that is apparently a thing that can happen, you know, if you have a different character in your party, let's see what happens if we swap her out for Melia. Maybe Melia will have something to say about how, I don't want you doing all of this for me, or something along those lines. Auto build? Yes, please. Thank you. And let's see. Okay, like with all of these, all but 2 of our characters have Royal Summoner garb. I completely forgot to even give her the new gems that we made, specifically for her to use. Unbelievable. Okay, I've got a more normal party now, and for the 2 that don't have that outfit, we're gonna go with... You know what's weird? Is that I've got a couple of Agnian outfits that kind of fit with the theme pretty decently. I think if they both have Thaumaturge, we'll go with that, because... I mean, I understand, yeah. I understand that Melia is the Kevesi queen, but you kind of look at these outfits and they do sort of complement one another. Perfect! Oh, I was expecting a Melia voice line when we came back into it. Alright, well that's okay. I mean, she's in the party, right? I did select her and put her in the party, right? Yes, absolutely! Let's go, gang! We're gonna go in here and fight this guy now. I know we looked like cowards when we ran away earlier, but it's just because we wanted to match. That's it. Okay, now we're gonna beat you up. The tunes are absolutely rocking here today, folks! Oh, this is great! Gustav's already been defeated, so we're just kind of cleaning up his rapscallions now. His compatriots. We don't even know if they knew what was going on here. They might have thought this was a perfectly on the up-and-up secret operation. Melia just standing there watching at the sideline. Wow, after all that talk in the talk, is that all the walk you can walk? Grr. Okay, now spill it. What are you planning to do with these ether cylinders? You really don't know, traitors? Who are the traitors now? Come off it! Weren't you Ouroboros originally, Kevesi? And aren't you palling around with our enemy's Agnes? If that's not treachery, then I guess you'll have to get me a dictionary. Why, so you can look up the word...
His sign.
Oh yeah. And you want to know what I'm planning? Yeah? Well, I'm planning to use these bad boys to fuel an army of Levnesses to send them straight to Agnes with my regards! I mean, you can't. We're literally gonna take you. What the snuff? You want to keep on fighting this war single-handedly? Correct! Until Agnes is finally crushed! Is that really what you want? Come again? Heath said you were very sensible. Not someone who wanted bloodshed. What does that naive little fool know about justice? I'll ask again. Is this really what you want? What you're going to do will hurt the people who believe in you too. Is that really justice? What do you want to destroy Agnes for? Just shut up! Don't underestimate the castle inspector. I have friends in... Stop right there! Everyone freeze! That was a fantastic little shot. Well, what's the guard doing here? Gustav, in the name of the Queen, who is in the room with us right now, standing right over there watching all of this go down, you're under arrest. Oh, look, they made it. Did we tip them off? I don't remember tipping them off. Yeah, off they go. Look at us. We're really popping off. Thank you for helping secure that seditious element. Really, it's fine. It was more of a happy accident, I guess. We'll return the favor one day. So, case closed? Guess so. There's still the matter of returning the ether cylinders, though. What's the matter, Tyon? Gustav said that he wanted to provoke war by means of an army of Levnesses, didn't he? Yeah? Oh. He'd prepared very carefully. I assume he'd calculated victory based on numbers. Which would mean that this amount of ether cylinders wouldn't have sufficed. You mean this isn't all of them? It's possible he's already transported some. I'm also not seeing any Levnesses in question, which is worrying. So if we don't catch this castle inspector twerp, there's gonna be trouble, yeah? But there's more than one castle inspector. We have no idea which one it is. Yeah, it's pretty bad. While we're dithering here, they're still preparing for war. What about that one castle inspector? Then shall we talk to a castle inspector we do know? Yeah, the one that's currently isn't he at the Ascension grounds? Oh, what if he's a bad guy? What if that talk of wanting to see the world and experience other cultures? Ulrich, yeah! What if that was all just him saying stuff? We could definitely trust him. He knows everyone. He's played us for fools! And they haven't even realized it yet. Let's get to Agnes Castle straight away before it's too late. They don't even know. Also, though, here's that container we've been looking for all this time here. It's finally right here, and we can finally open it. Does this place have a name? I didn't even catch that when we ran in here. Is it called anything? It's just a room that exists. And there is a staircase. And that's how we actually get up to here. Good to know. And I think I understand... Oh, good, that door's open now. I think I understand why we had to finish all of Seeker's quests at the Agnes Castle region. So that when it came time to do this quest, it kind of ties in, right? Both of these quests show that Agnes and Keves are dealing with potential uprisings, potential enemy elements in their midst. Indeed, something around here is a little... They beat me to it. Thank you, computer. I hope that picks up on the mic, by the way. I hope you can hear it. What's happening here, Suna Ulrich? Ulrich, I think I've got you figured out. The party might not, but I reckon I do. Hey, everyone. Let me thank you for what you... Sorry, Ulrich. Something really urgent's come up. What? What could possibly have happened? What even? A castle inspector's plotting an invasion of Agnes? Please tell us it's not you. Of course it's not me! If I were to do something so reckless, I would ruin my entire life's work! We know you want peace with Agnes, so we were hoping you'd help us. Of course. So, in other words, you came here to ask me if I had any inkling as to who this ringleader amongst the inspectors is. You're a smart boy. So, how about it? Of course he's smart. Of course we thought all this through, 'cause he's the bad guy. Okay, let me think. Of all the castle inspectors I know, is there anyone who'd do something like that? Is this a dead end? I'm sorry, look. How about this? I have another idea. A new castle inspector scheduled to transfer here today. A new one? That's right. She was approved for my Agnes reconciliation policy and, by all accounts, is a brilliant inspector. Why don't you talk to her? Sure, we can do that. If that's what you recommend, Ulrich. She should be arriving any time now. They've arranged for the floodgates to be opened, so... What was that? I think that was her arrival. Explosion at the port! Are we under attack? What's going on? The port, then... Yeah. Hey, not so fast! I think we all have a general idea of what's going on around these parts, don't we? I'm not so sure I buy that he's as innocent as he's saying. He could be. It could be that this new one that he's transferred over has used the opportunity to smuggle like a dirty bomb into the harbor or whatever. We're just going to take a quick fly down there the proper way. Yeah. Where else would I be going? Get me out of here. We're going to do this the proper way. We're going to fly down, and wherever they land us is where we land. It is again weird that this tiny little area has its own complete loading zone, as opposed to just making it a part of the castle region. I'm assuming it's because of height, right? Same reason probably why the sword is in a different loading zone of its own. Even apart from the city, if I'm not mistaken. It's probably just because, like, you're going so high up, and it also has to, like, keep everything down below rendered. And at any moment, you know what? I'm looking for... Look, Nintendo's going to hate this, but someday someone will have mods for this game. Nintendo will be pissed, but I would like to see a mod that makes all of this one big, continuous world. It's what I really hoped for when I started playing this game. It's something I'd like to see. They already did a remaster of 1 and couldn't manage it. If they ever remastered 2, it would be cool if there were just one big world. I mean, they've done it with X. Xenoblade Chronicles X is one massive, continuous world, and it's incredible. And I don't know why. And then I'm pretty sure we have... we have... Hold on, what's happening? We have Monolith Soft to thank for the fact that... Oh, jeez, careful. If we launch off of something like that, we might die. Monolith Soft is to thank for the big Breath of the Wild open world. So it breaks my soul that they couldn't do it for Definitive Edition, they couldn't do it for 2, and they just didn't do it for 3. What's this? Keves Lovnesses? No, this can't be happening. Save the chat. We've got enemies to take out. Yeah, no, it is happening. We did not stop the invasion the way we thought we were. But we are also significantly higher leveled compared to them, so, I mean, we're about to stop the invasion. In fact, you know what? Hold on, I'm just going to set my controller down. I'm going to open up the video I was watching and keep watching it. Watch this. I can basically defeat one of these on my own, okay? All you got to do is, well, hold on. What is down here? Nothing? Oh, I guess that's more so just an area marker. Okay, watch this. So all we gotta do is start combat, come along beside it, make sure that we can get that attack in, and then we get this attack in, and then this attack in, and then that's it. We're done. That's all it takes. It's that easy. At level 99, it's not that impressive. It's just a numbers game at this point. You know what I just realized? It might be good to have Nia in the party. You know what I mean? Because it's possible that she might have some unique dialogue as part of this. And not... Oh, if we miss out on that, I'm going to be so upset. But also, I don't care. I do care. But at this point, what can we do? Literally, the last guy is dying. I'm assuming we're about to get a cutscene because the game is locked onto Senna and is zooming in slowly. Inspector Luciana! What is the meaning of this? You can't be the mastermind behind this invasion of Agnes. I guess it wasn't Ulrich. I owe him an apology. I see the Ouroboros managed to follow their noses this far. How extremely irritating. Can't believe we went to all the trouble to find her when she just showed up here on her own. But how could such a brilliant inspector do such a thing? On the contrary, Inspector Ulrich, you're the one who has forgotten his duty. You swore an oath of fealty to the Queen. She's here with us. She's fighting you with us. And instead, here you are, you venomous turncoat Asper, betraying Keves. I haven't betrayed anyone. Everything I've done was for the sake of Keves' future. Ever since I heard about your reconciliation plan, I knew I had to destroy you with mine own hands. And you, Ouroboros, you're stained with the sin of insurgency as well. But Inspector Luciana... Stand back, Ulrich! We'll take it from here! Yeah, it should be super easy, barely an inconvenience. I have not made any of the changes I needed to certain party members to make sure that they can deal more and better damage. I completely forgot about it, so don't know what a chain attack here is going to look like, but I'm assuming we're going to get one pretty soon. We're going to try to get the guy launched, but I grew impatient, and I worried we'd defeat him before we got to that point, so... Oh, interesting. Prevents an order from completing if it reaches 100 through hero's actions. I don't think that's really going to be useful to us this time around, because first off, we got to use Uni here to make sure everyone's got that damage buff that I always forget the name of. And then this is going to just... See, what I need to do is if I use her B ability right now on Mio, that uses power charge on hit. So we use the power charge we currently have, but then it restores it after the hit, so she's ready to go next time with another power charge. It's really useful if we're using her order, because then she gets to use the power charge on her attack, and it's still there for the use of her order. That might not be necessary, but it's something to consider. The problem is it's paired up with Shield Wall, which is just block, heal, Ether Anchor. It's pretty useless. Okay, well that's not good. We did not actually get, we didn't get Mio back for that. Melia's ability so far is basically entirely useless. Just in the way that everything sort of landed throughout the course of this attack. Can we just use it now? What does this do? Release elements, summon elementals. Do I need to summon elementals and then release elementals? Backbind? What does that do? Oh, well that was, I mean, not awful. Now hold on, that shouldn't go over. Yes, good. And then now, what we can do is... We have power charge. As long as we get Uni back next time, we should be good. I don't know if we will or not. We'll see. Oh, I should have done... Oh, I should have got the power charge back! Oh, I'm an idiot! Oh, that was the one... Oh, I even talked about it earlier during this chain attack. What a bozo I am. Alright, we're gonna be silly here. Alright, and we're gonna start off with lands, which might not make any sense. And then we're gonna go to Uni, which might make slightly more sense, because it's a power charge on hit. No. Share own buffs. I think that does a little bit of damage. Maybe not. I thought it did. Whatever. We should probably shuffle hers around as well. Then we're going to go over here, and we're going to do, I don't know, backbind again. It looked like it did a lot of damage. Yeah, it killed it, is what it went and did, which is great. Got us that crazy number there, and then we're going to come over here, and we're going to do this. I'm just chasing big numbers. The thing's defeated. We can just be done with this. We don't have to defeat Gastrates, which is a ridiculous name for a giant monster. We don't have to do this. We're going to, though. See, I'm worried that if I use her, it's going to go over. So we're not going to. We're actually going to go with him first off. Okay? And then we're going to move on to her to get everyone's power charge back up. And then we're actually just, you know what? Why not? We can get some extra damage if we use Multi-Blast, Overfall. So that's Ether Defense up and Heal Area on hit. See, I want something that's going to deal a lot of damage, but it doesn't really have anything. Right? How about Physical Defense down? Does that actually affect the bad guy in some way? That seems to suggest that's what that do. And then we're going to come back over here, and we're going to keep using Backbind. Because it does, what, 806,000 damage? Is that what that said? Is that what that said? And then, also, you should have Power Charge up. Yeah, go for it. Send it. Just send it. Whatever. Let's see what happens now. Damage multiplier's up to 1345. We've seen it higher, but that's pretty good. XP bonus is essentially useless to us. I don't really need that. Yep. Okay. Give me a big number, please. 5.5 mil. Okay. 5.5 million's not shabby. Okay. Now the case is closed. This case, certainly, but... I'm so sorry. I was blinded to her true intentions, and I've caused an awful lot of trouble for you and the people of Agnes. It's not your fault, Ulrich. This could have happened at any time. The grudges between Agnes and Keves go deeper than any of us thought. You're right, of course. It's sad, but that's the truth. Giving up now would be giving Inspector Luciana what she wants. It's clear, looking at you, that there is a non-zero possibility of reconciliation. I have to try to put this reconciliation policy into action for both Keves and Agnes. And we'll do anything we can to help, Ulrich. Sweet Prince. We're doing what we can for you, brother. The True Inspector. It's going to be under the T's no matter what, but is it going to be under the... Or is it going to be under... It's under the True Inspector. An oddly fitting pair of quests to do this time around, I would say. Man, okay. Now we got to figure out what to do next. I kind of just came back here to see if maybe there was something else to do after finishing that one up, but there doesn't appear to be. What I think we should do is just pick one of these and then look up where to start it. Let's go with an artist. Why not? We'll start with that. That's alphabetically the first one. Alright, well I looked up the quest, and apparently a prerequisite for it is wandering around here and finding a conversation about pictures. And there's some curious pictures, and we just happened to be in the right area. How much would you pay for that colorful picture thingamajig? Poofed! Not a single G! Okay, curious pictures. You might think, Reese, you knew that! I didn't. I promise you I didn't. I know it seems super suspect that we came back here, and then I was like, oh, we'll go with an artist, but I promise you it was all a coincidence, alright? I came back here because we just finished a mission that related to this place, and I thought, ha, maybe there's more. We're close to getting this place to level 5, maybe if we do that. And then I landed, and I was like, you know what? Let's just start through the quests alphabetically and see what we got. And then it just so happened that this is where we needed to be. Now, we've only got one piece of the intel that we need. I hope it's not like the... like the one preceding this, where it took us literal years of our lives to find the next bit of the conversation. It wasn't years of our lives. It wasn't that long. I don't see it, though. Do you reckon maybe we gotta go back the way we came? Maybe the conversation's back here now? Maybe it's cycled back around and they're still talking about it? I'm gonna say no, that's not the case. Oh, here we go. A person in front of Propatheon Cathedral been drawing curious drawings recently. Oh wow, that was very quick. They've even got what looks like a beret on, which is the artist hat. And, you know, also the hat of, like, pretentious people. Usually, like, white college kids who don't really have any sort of life skills or talents or goals or ambitions or anything they've ever succeeded at or anything to contribute to society, and they just put that on. They go, I'm an artist. And then they'll just film, like, a cup for 2 hours, and then they'll be like, it's a bit of an abstract film I've been working on, but it's not. It's a cup. It's a cup sitting on a table. You added a film grain to it because you recorded it with an iPhone. You are a loser. You have never contributed anything to society. You never will. Take that stupid hat off your head. Go back, get a real degree. Or better yet, stop accruing debt in college for a degree that's never going to be useful to you. Go learn a useful skill or trade. Don't be a burden on the system. And for heaven's sake, shut up in the restaurant. No one cares about your opinion on the salsa, because actually I did a summer in Mexico and I know what real salsa tastes like. How do you think you'd like having the salsa in your eyeballs? That's what I thought. Shut up. All right? You know what hold a lot of salsa? Your stupid beret. You ass. Curious pictures. Let's go. This will be fun.